It's 10 trivia questions on Elaine from Seinfeld. This is Trivia with Buds. Welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show. Thanks for leaving iTunes reviews, and thanks for helping me spread the word with your mouth or with your messages or with your sharing posts online. That is very, very cool of you, and I really appreciate it. Today's episode is all about Elaine from Seinfeld. Seinfeld, one of my favorite shows of all time. Just watching some Curb Your Enthusiasm lately. I think I mentioned the other day on the show, not a huge fan of the newest season, but just finished season 7, the Seinfeld reunion season of Curb, and it's very great. I love everything about it. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who played Elaine on Seinfeld, was on that season, of course, with the Seinfeld reunion. And there's a great scene where, a number of scenes where someone has left a ring stain, from a wet drink on a nice wooden coffee table of Julia's, and she's accusing Larry of doing it, and then Larry's trying to figure out who did it, so he keeps asking them if they respect wood. So if you have not seen that season in particular of Curb, it's one of the all-time best. We're going to jump into those questions in just a second. Here's a few warm-up questions from The Weakest Link board game from 2001. Number 1, in what decade did the TV show American Bandstand originally premiere? When did American Bandstand come out? That was the 1950s. Here's another question. What ballroom dance performed in 3/4 time is named for the German word meaning to revolve? The answer is waltz, the waltz. And which of the 5 Great Lakes lies entirely within U.S. territory? Your answer there is Lake Michigan. All right, 3 random questions. We're all warmed up. We're ready to dive into some Elaine from Seinfeld trivia. 10 questions on that topic right now. And this one is for my friend Dan Papalo, who would like to hear episodes devoted to each of the 4 main Seinfeld characters. Thank you, Dan, for your support on Patreon. And be like Dan, go to patreon.com/trivia with Buds. See what is going on over there. A lot of cool rewards and things you can get for supporting the show monthly. Here we go. It's Elaine from Seinfeld trivia. Question number 1. Elaine worked at a company called Pendant. What did they do? Number 1. Elaine worked at a company called Pendant. What did they do? Number 2. What gift does Elaine give Tim Whatley, which he re-gifts? Number 2. What gift does Elaine give Tim Whatley, which he re-gifts? And number 3, how much does Elaine have to pay when she loses the contest in the contest? Number 3, how much does Elaine have to pay when she loses the contest in the contest? Number 4, what man does Elaine date more than any other on the series? Number 4, what man does Elaine date more than any other on the series? Number 5, when Elaine doesn't tip the bag boy at the airport, he sends her suitcase to where? Number 5, where does he send her suitcase when he doesn't get a tip at the airport? Number 5. Number 6, Elaine takes a crack at writing a cartoon for The New Yorker, but she inadvertently steals an idea from what other comic strip? Number 6. Who does Elaine steal from in the comic world? Number 6. Number 7, Elaine fights with Jerry's girlfriend Jane over something in a bathroom. What is the subject of that fight? Number 7, what does Elaine fight with Jane over in a bathroom? Number 7. Question number 8, what does Elaine have to give Kramer when he cracks her neck and fixes her pain temporarily? Number 8, what does Elaine have to give Kramer when he cracks her neck and fixes her pain temporarily? Number 9, in the show, Elaine goes to India for what kind of event? Number 9, in the show, Elaine goes to India for what kind of event? And number 10, what item of George's does Elaine throw out of a window? Number 10, what item of George's does Elaine throw out of a window? Those are your regular questions. I do have a bonus for you for 2 points. When Elaine reveals her IQ in the cafe, what does she say it is? 131, 141, 151, or 161? Multiple choice bonus question for you. What is Elaine's IQ? 131, 141, 151, or 161? Those are all of your questions for Elaine from Seinfeld Trivia. We'll be back with the answers after yada, yada, yada. We are back with the answers to Elaine from Seinfeld Trivia. Let's see how you did on this short quiz. Number 1, Elaine worked at a company called Pendant. What did they do? Publishing. Pendant Publishing with Mr. Lipman. Number 2, what gift does Elaine give Tim Whatley, played by Bryan Cranston, which he regifts? That is a label maker. A label maker. Number 3, how much does Elaine have to pay when she loses the contest in the contest? She puts up 150. All the guys put up 100. They make her put up 150 because they say it's easier for her to participate in the contest, so to speak. Number 4, what is the name of the guy Elaine dates more than anybody else in the series? That's Putty, David Putty. Number 5, when Elaine doesn't tip the bag boy at the airport, he sends her suitcase where? Hawaii. She was not going there. Number 6, Elaine takes a crack at writing a cartoon for The New Yorker, but inadvertently steals an idea from what other comic? That is Ziggy. She steals a Ziggy, the complaints department. Number 7, Elaine fights with Jerry's girlfriend Jane over something in a bathroom. What is it? Toilet paper. Toilet paper. She says she can't spare a square. Number 8, what does Elaine have to give Kramer when he cracks her neck and fixes her pain temporarily? He gets her bike. It's a little girl's bike. Number 8. Number 9, in the show, Elaine and the crew go to India for what kind of event? A wedding. A wedding. And number 10, what item of George's does Elaine throw out of a window? His toupee. She says, I never liked this thing, and this is what I'm doing with it. Something like that. And the bonus for 2 points, when Elaine reveals her IQ, she says it's 151. 151. And there you have it. Some fun knowledge from the show Seinfeld, all based around Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character of Elaine, one of my all-time favorite characters. And fun fact about Julia Louis-Dreyfus, she has won the Emmy for Best Actress in a Comedy 3 times for Seinfeld, New Adventures of Old Christine, and Veep. She may have won it more than 3 times. I meant to say she won it for 3 different shows, which is pretty unheard of in the Emmy world. So great job there to Julia Louis-Dreyfus, always making the best shows. We have a fact of the day for you. The fact is that Arizona's Sonoran Desert is the only place on Earth where the iconic saguaro cactus grows. The Arizona Sonoran Desert is the only place on Earth where the iconic saguaro cactus grows. If you didn't know that, now you know. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.